That pour on your pancakes isn't what you think it is. That bottle of Mrs. Butterworth you grew up with, corn sweetener with flavor, that Hungry Jack you switched to because it sounds real, still fake. I spent 2 weeks tracing what's actually inside America's most common breakfast syrup, and what I found explains why most people think this stuff is supposed to taste thin, flat, and aggressively sweet. We're ranking 9 syrup bottles, from completely fake to actually real. At the end, I'll give you the one-word rule that makes this impossible to screw up in the grocery store. Let's start with the baseline, the stuff that's never pretended to be anything but liquid sugar. Pearl Milling Company, formerly Aunt Jemima, is your reference point for fake syrup. Zero tree sap, never has been, never will be. This is high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, and artificial flavor. The rebrand from Aunt Jemima to Pearl Milling Company happened because the original name and image were based on a racial stereotype. But that only changed the name and the packaging. It didn't change the formula. You're still pouring the exact product that entered American kitchens in 1966, engineered to be cheap, shelf-stable, and endlessly pourable. Here's the tell. It never claims to be what it's pretending to be. The label just says syrup. That one missing word is the confession. Taste-wise, pure sweetness with a note that never evolves. Real versions of maple syrup change as you taste them. This doesn't. It hits sweet and stops. The texture gives it away fast. It runs thin, soaks into pancakes instantly, never coats properly. That's because it isn't concentrated sap. It's diluted corn sugar. At $3 per bottle, you're paying pennies for corn syrup with chemical flavoring. If you grew up on this, you think this is what the real thing tastes like. It's not. It's what liquid sugar with flavoring tastes like. If it doesn't say 100% pure maple syrup, it is not maple syrup. Log Cabin Original. Syrup has been around since 1887, and that heritage is used to sell trust. The bottle screams tradition, rustic imagery, old fonts, since 1887. That history doesn't apply to what's inside. This is corn syrup with natural maple flavor. That phrase sounds reassuring. It's legal language, and the claim is technically accurate but deeply misleading. Natural flavor doesn't mean sap from trees. It means flavor compounds derived from plants, often fenugreek, engineered to taste like what you're expecting. No trees involved. The flavor is marginally better than Pearl Milling, but it's still flat. There's a maple-ish sweetness, with less chemical edge than pure artificial flavoring, but no depth, no finish. The texture is the same as Pearl Milling, thin and watery. Real maple syrup coats your pancakes and sits on top. Log Cabin soaks in immediately because it's mostly corn syrup and water. The log cabin on the bottle isn't proof of authenticity, it's proof that marketing works. Oh, the familiar shape of the Mrs. Butterworth's bottle. This syrup doesn't even pretend corn sweetener in a character-shaped bottle. Nostalgia does the rest. That bottle creates emotional trust, warmth, family, Sunday mornings, while selling you the exact same corn-sweet base as everything else. There's no heritage story, no ingredient defense, just a shaped bottle and the assumption you'll connect character design with quality. You want to know a secret? Mrs. Butterworth wasn't a real person, but the marketing department was. The taste is indistinguishable from other corn versions. Sweet, chemically flavored, one note. Real versions have layers, caramel, vanilla, woody finish. Mrs. Butterworth's has sweet. The texture behaves identically. Fast, thin, sticky, soaks in immediately instead of sitting on top. At $3 to $4 per bottle, you're paying for the shaped packaging. The liquid inside costs the same to produce as cheaper options. But as long as the bottle makes you feel like you're buying something special, then maybe you won't notice you're buying the same fake syrup in a more expensive package. Up to this point, none of these have ever been maple syrup. Now watch these next labels start playing word games. This is where deception becomes sophisticated. Hungry Jack contains some real tree sap, but corn syrup is still the first ingredient. That matters. Ingredient lists are ordered by weight. If what you want comes after corn syrup, there's more of that than the real stuff. You're getting corn sweetener with a splash of the real thing. Just enough to make the "with real maple syrup" claim legal. The token ingredient is calibrated precisely. Add too little, and you can't make the claim. Add too much, and costs rise. You're getting maybe 5 to 10% real maple floating in corn sugar. The taste shows slight improvement if you know what to look for. There's a hint of complexity underneath the corn sweetness, but it's buried. If you've only eaten fakes, you might notice this tastes marginally better. If you've tasted the real thing, you'll recognize this is still mostly liquid sugar. The texture remains thin because corn is the dominant ingredient. Real versions are thick from concentrated sugars. This is thin because it's primarily corn with some real content for flavor. At $4 to $5 per bottle, you're paying a premium for the "with real maple" claim. The price is higher because there's actual sap in there, but you're still eating mostly corn syrup. Private label blends from Kroger, Great Value, Safeway exist purely to hit a price target. These are corn syrup with token real maple, optimized for the absolute lowest price while maintaining the legal ability to use maple in the name. They use even less real sap than name brands because private labels compete entirely on cost. The blend language is the tell. Maple syrup blend, or pancake syrup with maple, means this is mostly corn syrup with some maple added. The blend ratio is designed to minimize maple content while maximizing the ability to use maple on the label. You're getting corn syrup that's been legally allowed to associate with maple. The taste is barely distinguishable from fully fake versions. There might be the faintest hint of real complexity if you're searching for it, but the dominant flavor is corn sweetness. Store brands use less real content than Hungry Jack, which means less genuine flavor. The texture is thin and watery because corn syrup is the base. It soaks immediately into your pancakes, running thin when poured, just like the others. At $3 per bottle, store brands cost about the same as pure fakes. You're getting marginally more real content than Pearl Milling, also known as Aunt Jemima, but not enough to justify choosing this. The blend exists to create the illusion of upgrading while keeping costs nearly identical. This isn't variety, it's replication. The healthier syrup. Hungry Jack, reduced sugar. Syrup is marketed as healthier. Fewer calories, less sugar. This one isn't fake in the usual way. Reduced sugar means replacing sugar with artificial sweeteners. Zero real tree sap. Sucralose, acesulfame potassium, artificial flavor. The taste is terrible. Artificial sweeteners have a chemical aftertaste that lingers. The flavoring is artificial. The combination tastes like diet soda mixed with fake breakfast topping. Sweet, but wrong, with a bitter chemical finish. The texture is even thinner than regular corn syrup versions because there's less sugar creating viscosity. This runs like water. When you put it on waffles, however, it soaks in immediately and leaves a chemical aftertaste just like pancakes. At $5 per bottle, you're paying for the reduced sugar health claim. The taste is worse than regular fakes because artificial sweeteners taste worse than corn syrup. This is the worst option. Fake syrup made even faker by replacing sugar with chemicals. Real maple syrup doesn't need a blend, a character, or a health claim. It only needs one ingredient. Subscribe and stick around, because here are the 3 you should buy. Finally, actual sap from actual trees. Trader Joe's 100% pure contains exactly one ingredient, maple syrup. That means roughly 40 gallons of sap boiled down to 1 gallon. The grading matters. Trader Joe's sells both amber and dark. Amber has lighter color and milder flavor, early season sap. Dark has darker color and stronger flavor, late season sap. Both are 100% real. The difference is timing. The taste is completely different from corn syrup versions. Real tree sap tastes like caramelized liquid from trees, complex, slightly woody, with layers that change as you taste it. There's sweetness, but not one-dimensional corn syrup sweetness. There's depth, hints of vanilla, caramel, subtle woodiness. The flavor evolves instead of hitting sweet and stopping. The texture is thick and viscous. Real sap flows slowly when poured because it's concentrated tree sugar. It sits on top of pancakes instead of soaking in immediately. When you pour it, it coats the spout and drips slowly. That thickness is proof of concentration. 40 gallons reduced to 1 creates viscosity corn syrup can't match. Now here is the rub. It costs $8 to $10 per bottle. Trader Joe's is the most affordable real maple syrup. But of course, as a result, it costs 2 to 3 times more than fake syrup. But the taste difference justifies it, and that price reflects reality. Real sap requires tapping trees, collecting liquid, and boiling for hours. The taste difference justifies every dollar. If you've only eaten the log cabin versions, your first taste will shock you. It's not just better, it's a completely different product. This is the bottle that teaches people what they're supposed to be tasting. Kirkland Organic from Costco is 100% pure with organic certification at bulk prices. This is real tree sap with verified organic standards. The trees weren't treated with synthetic chemicals. The sap was collected and boiled using organic practices. The organic certification matters less for tree sap than other foods. These trees grow in forests, not farms. But if organic matters to you, Kirkland delivers it. The real advantage is bulk pricing. Costco sells larger bottles at significantly lower per-ounce prices. The savings come from buying power and bulk packaging, not from compromising quality. The taste is identical to other pure options, complex, layered, with caramelized tree sap flavor that can't be faked. The flavor changes as you taste it, starting sweet, developing woody caramel notes, finishing with slight bitterness that balances the sweetness. At $15 to $20 for a large bottle, Kirkland costs less per ounce than smaller bottles of real stuff. If you use tree sap regularly and have Costco membership, this is objectively the best value. Real authenticity at prices that make it feasible to use generously. Remember the rule: if it has more than one ingredient, it's not maple syrup, no matter what the bottle looks like. If you are on a road trip or frequent the Northern Territories, get your maple syrup from the source. Local maple syrup from Vermont, Quebec, or single-source producers is the gold standard. This is maple syrup from specific maple groves, boiled by specific producers, with no blending across regions or seasons. The flavor varies year to year based on weather and sap flow. This is maple syrup as terroir, expressing the specific place and time it came from. Single-source tastes different from blended options. Blended versions combine sap from multiple producers to create consistent flavor. Single-source is from one producer, one grove, one season. The flavor reflects that specificity. Some years it's lighter and more delicate. Some years it's darker and more robust. That variation isn't a flaw. It's proof of authenticity. The taste is as complex as tree sap gets. Layers of flavor: caramel, vanilla, wood, slight bitterness, sometimes floral notes. The flavor changes throughout the season. Early offerings are lighter and more delicate. Late season offerings are darker and more intense. If you buy from the same producer year after year, you'll notice each vintage tastes slightly different. That variation is what real food does. The darker grades contain more minerals and deliver more intense flavor. As the season progresses, sap contains more minerals from the tree, creating darker syrup with stronger flavor. Grade A. Dark or very dark has the most intense flavor. Some prefer lighter grades for delicate sweetness. Some prefer darker grades for bold flavor. Both are 100% real. The choice is personal. Crystallization happens with real sap. Sugar crystals form over time as concentrated sugars come out of solution. That's not spoilage. It's proof this is genuine concentrated tree sap. You can reheat to dissolve the crystals. Mold can grow on the surface if the bottle isn't sealed properly. Just skim it off and reboil. Real tree sap is alive in ways corn syrup never is. At $12 to $20 per bottle, depending on grade and source, single source costs the most. You're paying for small batch production, single source authenticity, and flavor that expresses specific place and time. If you're pouring it where you can actually taste it, single source is worth the cost. This is authenticity at its peak. Most bottles in American kitchens are corn sweetener wearing branding. The real stuff is boiled sap, one ingredient, thick, layered, alive. Once you taste it, you can't go back. Hit subscribe for more food truth that exposes what's really on your table. Drop a comment about which of these 9 syrups you've been using. I'm guessing most of you have been pouring corn syrup thinking it's maple. Keep your standards high and your syrup actually from trees.